20 minutes to ramble to you guys because I have so much on my mind. I have been so sick that I never got out of bed today, and it is a Thursday. I don't need to be taking days off because we know it's the end of the year, and we know how our PTO days work at the end of the year. We probably don't use them up, smash them up at the beginning of the year. But I haven't talked to any humans. I was too tired and too sick to even go get something to eat, to even take a shower today, which not eating makes me sicker. And I hate to like complain so much, but I want to be real because so much of life is so glossed over, and people make you feel like it's just going to be like this perfect magical journey, and it's not. And it's like so many trials and tribulations for some people just doing the simplest things. Like if I would have known that it was going to be this hard, like I'm only 7 weeks. Next week is 8 weeks. I I would have thought twice, 3 times. Like I'm sick all the time, all day, and it does affect my mind. And I'm still working and still trying to make that happen. And one of the things that my boyfriend likes about me is he says, I spoil him. I spoil him. Now I can't do that. Like I haven't even got up to take a shower today, so no, I can't spoil anybody. He's gonna cook dinner today, which does make me happy because I'm tired of eating takeout food. But I wanted to just say to somebody that just think about how your life could really change and do the best you can do with what you have on a day-to-day basis so that you are preparing yourself for those rainy days and that you are preparing yourself to take care of yourself for the long haul. One of my big fears right now that really does bother me is that I never thought that I would have to take care of another person. I'm prepared to take care of myself, but I don't feel prepared to take care of another person. And I'm telling you, but for my faith, I don't care. People have their hate comments and they words and stuff like that. It's but for my faith in Jesus Christ that I don't feel like I have an option. You know what I mean? Because I feel like if I really believe, and I do believe, that Jesus laid his life down for me, and I really do believe that there are very few gifts from God, but when it is a gift, it's not something that you can create or fabricate, that you have to take care of his gifts, even if they don't seem that way to you. You know what I mean? Like if somebody gave you a brand new car and said, hey, here's a car note on that too. If it's from God, it's a different story. And it's just like, life is not easy. And sometimes it gets harder, and it is unknown. And I don't want to come on here and paint a perfect picture of life. Not even come on here. I don't want to live an inauthentic life at all. Like for a long time, I just didn't feel like I was connected. I was like, well, maybe this is going to give me an opportunity to feel more connected. Um, but I have a lot of fear. I'm already thinking, I was Googling, I'm a millennial. I'm Googling how much for diapers per month, how much for milk per month, how much for wipes per month, the clothes, like, that's just like the cutesy part. My mind is already there because I have this friend, they always say the word responsibility, responsibility, responsibility. They told me the word responsibility before I even really understood what that definition was. And it used to make me mad when they used to tell me because I was just like, oh, they're just getting on my nerves. They're like, no fun. But when you really understand the weight of responsibility as an adult who must survive, it's something else. Like, whew, you really do have to stay encouraged and you really do have to reevaluate and reanalyze yourself. And I'm praying that I open my eyes to opportunity, to happiness, to optimism, that I don't just close myself off because of my fear. Does that make sense? My boyfriend, he was just kind of like, well, if you have all this fear, then maybe you should think about what your choices are, because because, he feels like there's an option. He really wants it, but I think he's afraid because this is how women have horror stories that they've heard. Men have horror stories that they hear about women that are deadbeat moms or weren't really ready to have a baby and stuff like that. Um, and I'll be honest, I'm not ready, y'all. I'm not. I'm really not ready. I'm not. But it's happening. I don't know why it's happening, other than the physical mechanics. But I don't, how they say that God doesn't put more on you than what you can bear. So He must believe that I can bear it. But my cup feels real empty right now. I feel extremely drained. Like I go to bed by 8 o'clock. I'm in the bed, and like as soon as I come home from work, I'm in the bed. Like only thing I do use my energy for is to get up and go to work. I haven't done anything, fun and forever. Like we went to Orlando like a couple of weeks ago, or whatever. But that was like the last like restaurant outing, date night type of thing. I just don't feel like it, and I'm worried because I'm like, how can I maintain a relationship like this? Because we were still in the dating phase. So just thinking about going immediately from dating to this serious kind of life, it worries me. Because I don't have time in my like I don't have time for immaturity right now, which almost makes you feel like you're like no fun. But in a way, yeah, I'm no fun because